Boom. There we go. Now we're live on the vertical stream. I'm gonna reset Twitch. What's up, random stuff chaos? What's going on, my friend? What's up, Dranhar? I'm sorry if I got fucking pissed earlier. Or mad, dude, because I don't know, bro. Yes, we reset the VOD, so I'm like, every once in a while I'll reset it because I'm doing good, y'all. 157 in Russia. That's crazy. It's 2:34 here in Florida. But yeah. I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing good. But yes, I'll reset the VOD every once in a while. And because YouTube is a maximum amount of time that you can stream. You cannot stream consecutively for more than 12 hours. It will not save a VOD more than 12 hours long. So you have to reset it every 12 hours, right? But yeah. I'm doing good though, y'all. I'm doing good. The streams have been going good. 105 in India. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. 105 a.m., man. No, 12:05. Right? Yeah, 12:05. 12:05 a.m. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What's up, 48 volt Lex? What's going on? Nah, man. There's too many people. People come in here when I say that. What does that mean? I need to look that up. Huh. One second. One second. Yeah, sure. If you have a question, dude, basically this is basically a Q&A. I do not. If you do, if you have any questions, I'm here, my friend. I'm here. Huh. One second, y'all. Yeah. Let's see here. What does that mean, dude? It's not really popping up. It says there's a rapper named Lil Tecca. Let's see. Let's see here. Sure. Well, maybe. I don't want to say sure. Maybe. I don't know, man. People ask me to listen to their songs a lot, dude. Like, very often. One second. Huh. What's up, Fortnite P? What's up? What's up, dude? What's going on? Take it easy, my friend. Take it easy. I want you to do the best. Take it easy. Man, the stream on my computer has been going for 5 hours and 30 minutes. 5 hours and 30 minutes. What's... Okay, 1 second. Bada boom. And... Bada boop. Sure. Shout out to Emery. I don't know how to pronounce that. Duranhar, Fortnite, Chris, right? Christopher, or Chris, 48 volt. So Lex, and Random Stuff Chaos. Shout out to everyone who's here, dude. Yeah, there's a certain spot on this thing where you're supposed to hit each tongue, right? Like a... It's hard to get it perfect. No, it is not. I'll show you what it is. I'm assuming that's a compliment, so thank you. I'm gonna assume that's a compliment. This is a case from Lav Mic, DJI Lav Mic. It is not a gray CD case. I think CDs went extinct a long time ago, my friend. Yeah, every VOD available from this stream will be free. You don't have to be a member to have them. Every VOD available from this 7-day stream will be available to all of you guys. Yes, Mendes. This is a my Lav Mic case. Almost perfect. I could plug in a good mic into this, and we could turn off. What do I have to turn off? This fan, all this stuff. Let's see. 1 second now. I'm gonna plug in the good microphone, y'all. Let's see here. 1 second, everybody. I have to take this case off. Let's see here. Alright. Put that up there. Let's see here. Turn this on. Plug this in. What's up, Pancake Eater? What's up, y'all? Let's see here. What's up, everybody? I want to shut that door, but dude, it gets so hot in here. When I shut that door, man, it gets very hot. I'm from Tampa, Florida. What's up, y'all? I could do that better. That one's difficult. One second, y'all. That he's been here before. What happened to this? Okay. Alright, we good. We're good. I'm gonna turn. Man, why does this computer fan have to go on, dude? Computer fan, computer fan, computer fan. What to do? Maybe if I set this mic a bit closer here. This might be too loud though. I hope this isn't too loud. 1 second. I'm good, my friend. I'm good. Thank you. See summon. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Nice. I messed that up a bit. Alright, y'all. I think I'm done with the tongue drum setup. I'm just trying to move on to something else if we're gonna do a 7-day. If we're gonna do a 7-day long stream, dude. It's time to do something else. We could do some singing. I have this mic set up. We can have, one second, y'all. We could have this mic set up. And do some singing. Right? What's that song? I really can't stay. Maybe it's cold outside. Da, 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 da. How does he do that? Da, I don't know. This is a very sensitive mic, dude. Like, it's very, this right here will hear stuff way in other rooms and outside and stuff. It's a very sensitive, like extremely sensitive microphone. It's very expensive too. It's a very nice mic. Let's see, one second, y'all. Baby, it's cold outside. How does he sing that? I really can't stay, baby, it's cold outside. I've got to go away, baby, it's cold outside. This is a duet though, so I can't sing some of it. You can't get copyrighted for singing. You can get copyrighted for a lot of instrument-related stuff, though. If you play a riff, people might copyright you. Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon lyrics. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. I don't know, I can't really sing that many artists, but I can sing old jazz songs. I love to sing old jazz songs. Do I really listen to Sinatra all the time, besides to practice singing and get better at it? Not really, right? I listen to reggae. Reggae is what I listen to. But do I pick favorite genres of music at the same time? No. What I listen to is reggae, though. That's what you'll hear me listen to. And, yeah, I listen to Sinatra sometimes, but it's more out of practice, dude. Like, Sinatra's a very, ooh, how does he do that? He does that in a certain way. There's some vibrato there, but it's not too, I don't want to make it too pronounced. Ooh, ooh, ooh. does a certain way. He's very ooh, ee, ah, right? Oh, ooh, ee, ah. How would you do that? Da 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 ba ba da ba da ba 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 da 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 da. That'd be a cool bit, like that little whatever that like that groove, that sort of groove. But I can listen. I love to sing I can sing like a if you have a jazz backing track, I can write to a jazz backing track and sing it very easily, right? So I can make up my own song. What's a song I came up? What's a song I made? I think it's on the. Yeah, that's what people say. People say I look like Goblin all the time. Like all the time, people say that. Oh, did the mic die? 1 second. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think the mic shut off for a second. I don't know if it's dead. I don't know if the microphone is dead or something else has gone wrong. Got it. Huh. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know, man. My mic is kind of messing up. I gotta put my camera or my phone back in my case, though. My phone's case, the OtterBox, right? Let's see here. See if I could get this back in the case. Good. Let's see. Let's see. Get that part on. Get these parts on. It's like an art, putting a phone in an OtterBox case. Alright, we're back. Alright, there we go. Now we're good. But, yeah, dude. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. But yeah, now I have the audio. The audio should be good on here. I think you guys should be able to hear me with how it is now. What's up, your best friend? What's going on? What's a Christmassy song? I'm gonna sing a Christmas song even though it's not Christmas. Fuck it. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Da 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 da. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again. What is that song? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's funny. What's up, Max? What's going on, my friend? Nice. What's an impressive old jazz song? I've always wanted to be able to sing I Left My Heart in San Francisco. But I cannot sing it very well. The loveliness of Paris seems somehow sadly gay. The glory that was wrong is of another day. I've been terribly alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going home to my city by the bay. I probably extended that too long, didn't I? 1 second. I left my heart in San Francisco, high on a hill. It calls to me to be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care. My love waits there in San Francisco. Above the blue and windy sea. I can't sing this part. Above the blue and windy sea, when I come home to you, San Francisco, your golden sun will shine for me. It's very long. What's up, y'all? What? Let's see. All right. So that's like a shuffle. In case anyone's wondering, this is a shuffle. And like a da 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 da. Right? And I'm pretty sure, right? That's a shuffle. And what's a swing? A swing is like a and a shuffle is like a bump, 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 something like that, right? Bump, 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 versus right? I don't know, dude. They're different things. One's in blues, and the other is in jazz. And blues and jazz are fundamentally different.
So it's getting power. We can double check inside of the socket, but I put like 3 different light bulbs in it and I couldn't get it to work. I think it's probably. I go ahead. We can just I'll turn it off, and then just go ahead and disconnect the whole thing.
I don't want to have to ban people, y'all.
It's off, Mike. What? Yeah, just disconnect the wire from it. Okay, let me, yeah, I think the little shoes, like, push it in.
All right. Sinatra. Lyrics. What's up, Mute? What's going on, dude? Is there a song you guys want me to sing, dude? Or what do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see on the streams, man? Because, like, it doesn't matter to me. If you guys want to go someplace, I could, I'll consider that. Right. Or if you guys want to see anything specific, let me know. Right. I am here on stream, right? And it doesn't, what should we do? Museum. Man, what was I gonna say? I had an idea for a song. What's up, Jason Lee? What's going on, my friend? What's up? What's poppin'? It doesn't matter to me. I was just gonna ignore that comment. What's up, y'all? If anyone here is under 18, please leave, dude. I don't want people here who are younger. I've said that all the time. It's a problem on my channel that people come on here and they say they're like some fucking like either young or old or whatever the fuck, and people come on here and they're like, it's just a fucking problem, dude. I've tried age restricting the channel, and I've tried fucking everything, and people come on here anyway, and it's just as much of a problem with people saying, oh, I'm fucking one, or I had a person come on here and said they're 260, bro. I'm not joking. I have people come on here and say all sorts of bullshit. It's just fucking, I don't fucking know, bro. I've said to people multiple times, it's an unmanageable problem. Right? I cannot manage. It's unmanageable. Right? Because I think 99% of my audience has been on here and said like I'm 12, or I'm fucking 260 or some, or they said like they're 12 or some bullshit. The reality is, more than 80%, almost 80% of my audience is older than the age of, I think 80% of my audience is above the age of 18. Because YouTube, but the reason, there is younger people on here is because YouTube's filled with young people. I don't stream to an underage audience. The majority of my audience is older. And I don't recommend this stream. I always talk about people. If I say, if you're under 18, you can't be here. Always say that to people. I say that during every stream. I say during every stream, this, you know, yeah, maybe. I think I should, honestly. But the problem is, I would get the same problems, dude. It doesn't make a difference. Because people come on here and do the same nonsense, right? And even then, yeah, maybe I should. Like, I've tried it before, but should I? Maybe. I might, but if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it by the end of this 7-day live stream, because this is supposed to be a streaming event, right? For probably. I don't know though. A lot of people, there are plenty of people out there who recommend their stream to older people, but they don't put on age restrictions on their channel. I know people who do that. I'm just doing what other people do, right? Because I know other people who do basically the same thing. My channel is not nearly as bad as some. I know a dude who smokes pot on stream, right? And that's all he does, right? He smokes pot on stream. He talks with people, plays video games, and there's so much drug talk. And he streams to people he doesn't age restrict his streams. I feel like, who are the people who age restrict their streams? I feel like the people who really age restrict their streams all the time and do it still, even when they're a big channel. Yeah, I feel like the people who do age restrict their channels, even when they're a big internet presence, are mainly people who produce inappropriate or pornographic content, right? Stuff like that. People who do that are who restrict their channels to older people. And you can't even be below 13 on YouTube. I do music. I teach guitar, and I make guitar videos. I teach and do music. I don't have songs that I produce, but I teach and I make content around that topic. What was I gonna say? I was gonna go on I had something important to say. It was that, I don't know. Like I said, most people don't restrict their channels to people who are over 18 unless they're producing that sort of content. And obviously I don't produce that sort of stuff. That's not what you're going to find on my channel. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. I don't know, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But, it's crazy. To show you guys the bias, I can show you guys the bias against certain people. If you go to my stream stats and you look at the people who are older or younger than me, or the people who are my age, and you look at how many people are in their 20s like me, the amount of people who are in their 20s who watch my stream, I think the majority of people who watch my stream are older, because I think almost 35% of them are in their 30s, and 20% of them are below 18, and then how many are in their 20s? There are a lot of people who are older than that, but the amount of people in their 20s is 3%. It's 3% or something like that, which goes to show the amount of bias and hatred and evilness in society for certain reasons, right? I'll just say that. Um, you know, I statistically can prove this, right? You look at my YouTube stats, I can statistically prove that that's the bullshit that goes on, right? It's just bad, man, but what fucking ever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, dude, it's bad. And I kid you not, it's like 3 or 5%. How much is it? Let's look. I can show you guys my YouTube studio. Let's see here. If I go to YouTube and go to YouTube Studio, because most people who are in their 20s want to hang out with other people who are in their 20s, right? But I'll show you guys what that looks like on my channel. Let's see here. Where's the age range of people who watch my channel? Let's see here. I think it's right in here. Right here. Let's see here. It's not, so it's 21%. It's so what was I gonna say? It's 21%, 9%, and 27%. It's just fucking, it's ridiculous, dude. See, look, I'll show you guys. Yes, it knows because you have a Google profile. This is it. See, look. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. Because people are taught to discriminate, not even segregate people who are like me today. It's segregation. They're taught to segregate against people like me. So if you look this, 9% of my audience is my age. 9%, even though the majority of the population is basically like, what, 30? Be in that, around that age range, something like that. I think younger. The majority, that should be a healthy high number, but it's not, because people are fucking dongheads taught to segregate against people in the real world. That wouldn't make sense, dude. That wouldn't make sense. It's what I'm saying is true, and unfortunately, it's undeniable reality. And anyone who doesn't believe it's living in fucking their own head. Whatever. There are plenty of people on this earth who live in their own fucking head. And it's because they're stupid, dude. It's because they're stupid. Whatever. Unfortunately, society labels people. You know, I'm one of those people. I'm so extreme. I'll say shit like autism isn't real, and I'll say stuff like that because it's a label. The reality is autism is a label, is the reality. Obviously, everyone wants to hang out around people their age, dude. Everybody. If I'm 20, do I want to hang out around people in their 20s? Yes, I do. But there's this. People are taught to segregate against people who they label with certain stuff. This is why I say autism isn't real. Because fucking it's a label. All people are beautiful, right? And if you believed all people were beautiful, you wouldn't be going out in the pursuit of science labeling people with certain disorders and saying certain shit about them. And saying, you know, so many people are like this, so we have to label them as different. We have to do all this nonsense. It's fucking bullshit. I mean what I say. When I say autism's fake, I mean what I say. I 100% mean what I say. It's a label made by people. It is a label. That's all it is. And if you believed all people were beautiful, you'd agree with me. But most people don't. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, dude. Our society segregates against people with mental health conditions, particularly autism. People are segregated, right? If you are autistic, there's literally a show. What's it called? Dating While on the Spectrum. Imagine a show called Dating While Black, or Dating with Blue Eyes, or Dating with Blonde Hair. Really like Dating While Black, or Dating While fucking with Blue Eyes. Imagine that shit. The rage that would happen. But people don't care about people with autism. They're segregated and they're pushed down in society. That's why 90% of them are below the poverty level. 20% of them will kill themselves. And so many others it's just bad. The statistical proof of this is everywhere, and people live in a blatant reality that's denial, right? And they should go fuck themselves. Why do you think I'm mad at the planet? Why do you think I'm mad at the planet? It's because it's fucking evil. Statistically proven it's evil because of this bullshit. But I don't care. If people really thought about that, there'd be different. The world would be different, dude. The world would be way different than it is. But people don't care and they don't think about it. Generally. Maybe you're an exception, but generally they don't. And it's sad. We should teach the new young people of the world that we're all beautiful and that we should erase this label. It shouldn't exist. Yeah, but to a certain degree, people also get hurt by that. People also get hurt by that, right? And it's my belief that more people have been hurt by this than have been helped. It's just my opinion, right? I think more people have been hurt by it than have been helped. Right? I was diagnosed with that condition. I don't get any medication for that. I don't get any therapy for that. You know, I think that it's done more harm at this point than good, right? I think it's done more harm than good at the current point. From my perspective of having been labeled with that, it's done more harm than good. And anyone who says that, who has not been labeled with that, they shouldn't be speaking on it because that's not what they've had to deal with. Whatever, dude. Doesn't matter. I guess the world is how it is. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, I don't know, bro. And people will say, what's that? Thank you, Pancake. A brain surgeon doesn't need to have brain damage to know about brains. That's completely different, dude. The reason that's different is because we all that's like when I say that, I mean that I'm right, like brain damage isn't gonna how do I say this? Because I want to make sure I get it right. But here's how I would frame it, right? I think that the reality is that it doesn't exist. And the reason I say that is because, you know, if we really thought all people were beautiful, would we be going around labeling them in the name of science, really? I don't think so. And I say that knowing that science is supposed to help people. I'm not saying that science isn't meant to help people. But like we still say do it in the pursuit of science. Sometimes like it's a bad thing. Right? We still say that, right? So there are reasons to why I think what I think, you know? Yeah. And I think it's dehumanizing to, even though might be a slight benefit from science to label someone. I think that inherently when we think I labeled that person, do you think of a good thing or do you think of a bad thing? Right? I think of a bad thing, right? I don't think of anything good. When I think I labeled that dude, I think bad, right? I don't know, dude. I think I can see what you're saying, but I don't agree with the fact that if you're going to imply that someone who's diagnosed with a label, you know, is bad, I think you've fallen for the assumption of what science is, right? Or whatever. And I genuinely think that. Sure, science is meant to help people, but we all say when we did something in the, we all say, oh, when you say, what else could I even say? When you say something like, let me think here, because again, I want to make sure I'm telling you this properly, right? When I say something is real, even when I say something's real, are you thinking like this is real, bro? Like, meaning it's real. Are you thinking of something good? Or are you thinking of something bad? I don't think anybody has anything wrong with them to a certain extent, right? I think, you know, like the inherent stance on that is when you say the word wrong is a not like, and I want to say this and not sound like I'm saying the word wrong presumes something bad, right? I think if someone labels someone and it's in the pursuit of something good and it does bad, it's bad, right? What's up, Phantom? What's up, Phantom? What's up? What's going on, my friend? So when you say someone's autistic and you give them that label and it's all in the pursuit of science, which is meant to be good, but which everyone knows, we've done it in the pursuit of science. That has a bad connotation, right? We've done it into the pursuit of science. Does that really yet sound good? Right? And on top of that, right, when something's meant to be, even if something's meant to be good and it does bad, that's not helping anyone because it's doing, like I just said, it's doing bad. What's up, Dennis? What's up, Dennis? Thank you, Phantom. But yeah, that's just my opinion, right? Because so many people have been labeled autistic, and statistically, I can prove people even avoid these people. Look, I'm 20. You'd think the majority of my audience is 20, right? If I were like some normal dude, right? Or at least some people might be 20. Maybe not even the majority, but some people will be 20. If I look at my YouTube statistics, look at this. 9% of people who watch my channel are 20, and almost 50% are are under 18 or between 25 and 34. Right? We are programmed to have a segregatory society, and and we've outletted that into people with autism today. It's not good. Right? I don't believe that label should exist. I think it should be an old label that used to be a thing we diagnosed people with that's not anymore. Being gay was also a mental health issue a long time ago, according to a bunch of doctors. And nowadays, while we understand there are certain aspects of of that related to psychology, it's not a mental health condition that you diagnose people with. I think autism should be the same way, to a certain degree. I definitely think it should be the same way because it's just become problematic. It's for a lot of people. Yeah, I love sports, man. Yes, that's true. People who are homophobic, who believe that gay people are bad people. I don't believe gay people are inherently bad people. I completely disagree with anyone who says otherwise. I don't think that. And I'm not even like a leftist person. I'm a very conservative person. I'm a conservative, right? I believe this because it's true. It's a truth. It's a truth. Well, you know what I mean. If someone said I hate this gay person for no reason other than that they're gay, I disagree with them because I don't discriminate, and I try not to be derogatory like that. Or you guys know what I mean. I try not to discriminate against people. It's important that we as a society don't discriminate against people because that hurts. That hurts certain people. It hurts people in general. I think actually, now that I think about it. We talk about slavery, right? Slavery was a bad form of segregation and discrimination and all that stuff that it was built on was bad, right? When we have less of that in society, we do better. That's why back a long time ago, if you went down to places in like in the US, if you went to the South a long time ago, the South was extremely, it was not nearly as wealthy as people as it was in the North. And a lot of people, you know, it's true that plenty of people attribute that to what slavery was and the mess that that economy was at the time. Thank you, y'all. But I don't know, man. That's just what. That's just It's true. It's true, right? You know what Leninade says is what is he saying? He's saying basically, you know, obviously people are gonna. And this is why I say there's segregation against autistic people. People go out, they say, oh, you know, if you're autistic, you do this. Kind of like what Leninade is implying, right? If you're autistic, you do this, right? It's not true. Or it's not that it's not true. It's not correct to assume that people do this because they have this or that or the other. That's not right. And when people start to do that, and when all this stuff happens, that label becomes bad. It's not good anymore. That's why I say autism isn't real because of that. This stuff like that happens. What's Red Up Bread Plays? What's up, Rebecca? What's up, everybody? That's why I say this stuff. It's no longer labeling people as autistic. It's no longer helping autistic people. It's hurting them. It shouldn't exist. It's not. It's not real. That's why I say it. Right now I'm not looking for moderators, my friend. But and see, this is why I say this. This is exactly why I say this. Right? You guys can hear and see why I say it, too. See? Got it. You guys can hear and see why I say this stuff. Because it's the truth, in my opinion. It is the truth. I'm going to walk out into the living room for a second. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, let's talk about something else, man. Because I feel like people could question me that forever. You know, we could talk about that forever. You know, labeling like we could talk about that stuff forever. And that's to everyone, right? I don't know. What am I trying to say? We could genuinely talk about it forever. I appreciate you, Red Plays. I understand what you're saying. I think if I'm reading it right. But yeah, what are we gonna talk? What are we gonna talk about next? I think I'm gonna go outside for now, y'all. We're gonna go outside onto the porch, so the stream we can all get out a little bit, or at least you know I don't know. I know what I'm saying. I think, right? I don't know. We're going out to the back porch. That's cool, man. What song is it? Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, my friend. Thank you. What song is it, Red Plays? Alright, my phone's at 10% battery. We can't be out here too long, but we'll be out here for a bit. Sure. What did we do? Bro, my hair is fucking so bad. You're right. Honestly, dude. I need to put product in my hair. I really need to put... Wow, look at my hair. I have the worst bedhead. Yesterday by the Beatles. Nice. Yeah, that's a good. I believe I've heard that song before. It's a good song. That's awesome, my friend. Or I see what you're saying. Thank you, is what I mean. Thank you. Oh, you're talking about Yesterday by Beatles by Verse Self. Okay, I see what you're saying. My bad. I misread it. My fault, my friend. Yeah, today's a good day, dude. We're gonna... Yeah, I think I read that right? Yeah, I read it right, yes. It is kind of a weird name. But yeah, man, do I want to stay out here for that long? Probably not, dude, because I do, like, I'm wearing a hoodie, and it's 90 degrees outside right now, something like that. I don't know, it's hot, right? We got people working on the house, right? And putting away china. Everyone in my family's putting away china. From I think from my grandmother. Yeah, dude, it's fucking hot. It's hot outside. I had a person come to my Twitch stream from Twitch, and what'd they say? They were trying to market me a product. They marketed me a service to create art. Right? They were advertising their art. But yeah. I think I'm gonna go take a shower, y'all, just for 5 minutes. I think I'll be right back. I'm gonna jump in the shower for a second. But I'll be back. I'll leave these VODs going, and then when I get back, I might restart the VOD. But we'll see, y'all. I'll be right back.
we're finishing the China display. I'm making it up. And then picking where to put the other stuff. I'm making it look good. And the plates are gonna be really cool on the wall. I like the blue. Was there pink stuff?
Yeah, for pretty pink and gold.
You got rid of the pink and gold?
The one that I thought was the prettiest, but I thought you would.
Alright, we back, y'all. What's up, everybody? What's up, Red Players? What's up, Mute? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I don't know, man. Should I change the VOD, switch the VODs? I think I'm gonna do it on my computer first. Everybody. Should I change the VOD on the phone? I think the phone VOD might be fine, y'all. I do every once in a while, but I have sensitive skin. So I use body wash, right? I don't use soap. Certain soaps I just can use, other ones I can't. I use body wash, though. I do not use soap, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see here. I'm not joking, I use body wash, bro. I do. I use body wash. That is the truth. I use body wash. One second. I'm gonna restart the horizontal stream. I'm gonna restart it because the VOD's getting a bit long. Yes, click yes on that. So we're restarting the horizontal streams VOD. And I think I'm gonna leave the vertical stream VOD, y'all. I think some people might start to come in here at some point, maybe. Let's see here. Start streaming. Manage broadcast. Which VOD are we on? On the horizontal stream. I think we're on 4. Right? Let's see here. Let's see. So, 7-day Streamathon. We're on day 2. Day 2. And this is VOD number 4. VOD number 4. Description. I always put please like and I always put please like and subscribe in the description of every stream. You'll see it. Like and subscribe. Oh, my bad. This is a music category stream. No, it's not meant for kids. Create broadcast and start streaming. There we go. Bada boom. But how are you guys, man? How are you guys? I see you guys have been talking, so I don't think I'm gonna scroll further up in the chat. Because I bet it could be a long conversation. I don't know, man, though. But what's up, y'all? Red Players, are you still here? Sorry, dude, I've been congested since this morning, man. I feel like I just have the sniffles today. I don't always have the sniffles, obviously, but like, I don't know. I feel like I just do today, right? What's up, y'all? We were playing some rain drum earlier. What's up, Red Players? We were doing the rain drum earlier with the microphone, but I was having some issues with the mic. This takes a bit of practice, actually, this rain drum, or the tongue drum. It takes a bit of practice to get you have to hit it just right. The better you can hit it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The better you can hit it, the better it's gonna sound. Right? As opposed to like a that's if you hit it on the sides a bit. If you hit it right on the top, where the right part, it's it'll sound a bit better. Yes, it just sounds way better. What to do? What to do, man? What to do? Let me think. Go get food maybe outside in the kitchen. Like a bite to eat. It's just a snack, right? Yeah, maybe that's what we do. Or should I really restart the VOD? I think I'm gonna restart the VOD, y'all. That way there are more people here. Yes, of course I know what a powwow is. I obviously know what a powwow is. Yeah, I hear all about them. I went to rehab, remember, right? So I'll hear people talk about powwows and stuff like that. When I was in rehab, when I was in the desert in California, we would gather around in a circle. And I've never been to one personally, but here's something. I've got this for that. When I was in rehab in California in the desert, we would what was it? We would gather in a circle, right, in the middle of the desert, and we would have these like deep, like, I think what did we do? It was basically to let go of drugs, right, and fill ourselves with self-love. We'd gather in a circle in the desert, and we had basically like an incense, a thing we'd light, like a big one, a huge one, like this thick, that we'd light and get on fire, and each person would hold it, and we'd go around in a circle with it, and we basically it's that whole thing was meant to help people rid themselves of self-hate and the drugs that they were addicted to, because ultimately drugs are hedonistic, right? And they're unhealthy for you. Yeah, that's part of what we did. Super cool. Yeah, I was in the middle of the desert in California. It was very hot. I promise. It was in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the desert. I forgot which. It's very much in the middle of nowhere in California, like the middle of the desert, where it gets very hot. One second. Oh. I just got an Instagram notification. What's that about? All right, I just read it. On iPhone, you can scroll down with a notification. Yeah, I've heard. I remember people would talk about them when I was in rehab. Yeah. I'm sorry, Matthew. You're tired. What time is it for me? For me, it's good mid-evening. For me, it's 12. It's not 12 o'clock. 4 o'clock. I'm assuming you're saying it's around the same time, or no? Not. What are you saying? What are you saying? You said mid-evening. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I'm sorry, my friend, that you feel tired. Take it easy, dude. Take it easy. I'm wishing you the best. One second. Let me fix this camera stand. There we go. Now we're good. This could probably go even a bit further away. Like that. Right. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep this camera in here for now. I just want a bite to eat, you know? But there are people out there that don't want to be filmed, really. What to do? What can we do in this situation? I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna keep this stream running, but dude, I gotta get a bite to eat. I'll be right back, everybody. I apologize if I'm seeming like I'm gone more than I'm not gone during this part of the stream. It's just I got this stream running all the time, right? I'm not gonna be able to I'm gonna be able to stream the vast majority of the time, but my father loves to cook, actually. My father is the chef and manages the properties that we own, and my mother is a lawyer. She's an attorney and a trustee. But I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.